Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, show me some love. I'm gonna be posting more, so y'all gonna be seeing me more. Today's topic is gonna be tariffs. The tariffs been going crazy, guys. Trump and China, they're going back and forth. They're trying to see who needs who more. So, as the other day, China had 85% tariff on USA. So Trump comes back and does 100+%. So not just 100 plus. Okay. So now China's going back and doing the same thing, like 100 something, right? I don't know the exact percentage, but just know that it's over 100%. How is this gonna affect us, the consumer? How is it gonna affect the EDC community? At first, I was like, okay, more jobs in America, right? That's the whole plan of doing all these tariffs. It's really to attack bigger corporations, bigger companies, trying to, encourage them to come to United States to establish their company and to start giving more jobs to American citizens. So for example, we could talk about budget-friendly EDC. I've made videos in the past on this channel. If y'all want to go check them out, I think it's called my favorite budget-friendly EDC. If y'all want to go check it out, majority of those items are going to be China made, overseas, right? So just for example, you got your Civivi. Civivi is real popular. This is actually the most selling knife on Amazon right now, supposedly, from my research. So I mean, it's a great knife. I bought this knife a long time ago, a D2 blade, a good lockup, and it's only about 30 something dollars. So this is a budget friendly knife from Civivi. Same thing with Kaiser. So if y'all know Civivi, y'all gotta know Kaiser. It's a great company. They make good quality products for the price, and I really like them, man. Their innovation is coming pretty good, and they're solid products for the price. This is gonna be in the $30 range as well. But yeah, man, these companies, they're gonna end up going up in price if the tariffs are here to stay. That's another question as well. The question would be, will the tariffs stay? Are they here to stay? A lot of people say yes. A lot of people say no. That it's just a power play. That they're just going back and forth, and basically to see who has a bigger stick. Okay. My personal opinion, I think it's gonna be here for a good little minute. So we just gotta prepare for that. So I mean, good ways that we can prepare for that is just saving up, or even buy things that you think that is gonna go up in price. Will things go up in price ASAP, as soon as possible? Probably not. A lot of these companies, they have a lot of inventory here in the United States. But in the future, maybe in a month from now, if they're still going back and forth, things are probably going to start going up in price. We already have seen it, and it's only the beginning. There's countless names, countless brands that are from China, especially China, guys. That's the main focus right now, is China. A lot of stuff comes from there. For example, I just showed you a few, and then you got Gerber. And not only that, you also got Benchmade. Benchmade, they say is USA made, but there are springs, there are little screws, little components that go into things like this. Majority of the time is coming from overseas. It's just real ideal for a company to take advantage of low prices overseas for them to pocket more money. So it makes sense for them to do that. But I mean, as far as the blade and the construction of it, it might be USA made, okay? But it's not gonna be 100% USA made, and that's every company. I'm not gonna say every company, but I'll take that back, because there is a lot of companies out there that are in-house made. Like my Type A rifle by BG Defense, supposedly everything's in-house made, USA made. Even the screws and the springs and all that, which I love. And then you got your everyday carry lights, flashlights. So you got Olight, you got Streamlight, you got Phoenix, you got those, right? This one right here, I'll talk about it real highly. This is my favorite EDC to date. I have a bunch of them. This is what I use for majority of my everyday carries. Streamlight. This one right here is a TLR7A. Super popular. It's been around for a long time. real good price, and you know, they're pretty rugged. I definitely recommend these. But if the tariffs continue, and if we start moving companies over here to United States, every flashlight, guys, is gonna end up turning to Surefire. You know, and I don't believe spending $300 on a flashlight for your gun. If you're a millionaire, yes. But if you're an average Joe like me, that's, you know, trying to save money and trying to get the best bang for your buck, you're gonna really appreciate companies like this, Streamlight, that offer good products for a cheap price. And that's what we need. You know, we don't need to be overpaying for products just because they're USA made. You know, that's really, it doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't sit right with me. Just because it was made in USA, how does that make that product that pricier? You know what I'm saying? Maybe if it's actually worth it, the materials and the craftsmanship and all that. But if they're printing them out like hotcakes, they don't. That's not a good enough reason for them to overcharge. And that's my point on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and post the graph so y'all can check it out yourselves. These are the current tariff percentages up to date that we just posted. I got these from online. Ignore the China one. Obviously, there's been a lot of retaliation with China. So that's gonna be another thing, guys. All the other countries that retaliate against the United States obviously is gonna retaliate much more. And that was an example of that, is the whole China and United States thing right now that's going on right now. You know, like I said, it's whoever carrying the bigger stick. And we're gonna get the shitty end of the stick at the end of the day because, like I said, things are gonna go up in price. And it's gonna be really hard for people, man, especially people that are just barely getting by. And I'm not talking about just everyday carry items. I'm talking about everyday life items, you know. Like I said, man, I can't say it enough. Majority of the stuff we get here in the United States comes from overseas. So, you know, just put that in perspective. Really look around the house. Look around you and pick up items and look at it. I'm pretty sure more than half of those items are going to be from China. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching. If y'all made it this far to the video, I appreciate y'all for being here for my rant. I'm not the only one that thinks like this. I'm pretty sure you think like this. And there's been a lot of people, even around me in my circle, that have been thinking like this, you know. It's not all fun and games. Yes, it's good to be positive sometimes, but sometimes you got to really sit back and see the bigger picture of everything and realize that things could be better. You know, there's always room for improvement every time. But yeah, guys, till next time, see y'all later, all right?